Hello, everybody. Just wanted to do a quick review of previous Maps Talks about PS3 games. So it's more like review, more like annotation, because over the past 2-3 years, all the video games covered, even though it's not a lot compared to my collection, I'll have something to re-add. So, what's been bothering in my mind right in. Uh, NBA '07. The only reason why I covered it first, rather than giving a good starting impression for this one, was because it was the first video game. Technically, my father bought these two at the same time, but he gave us this. We played this one day earlier. Speaking of Ridge Racer 7, the reason why is I'm like was wondering in the past, why doesn't more video game companies put minigames during their loading screens in some manner or form? Turns out that was patented for like a good chunk of the late 1990s to 2010s. Either the patent has been done now or it's soon to be done, and it's too late for anyone to honestly do anything. AAA companies are just too interested in engagement to bother with mini games and loading screens, and indie games are too focused on one idea. Idea and processing power is not the same as it was in the previous generations. And K7, reason why I'm saying this is because there was one song I wanted to play, but it turns out there was copyright issues in the video, so I decided to remove the last 2 minutes of the video through the YouTube editor, because we all know YouTube decides to sometimes just twist the knife. This is a video game. Why is it on two? Do I need to continue roasting Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 5 Pro? Or I don't get it. Like one thing they advertise that I probably forgot to mention, I think it's like, yeah, there's a track editor with fucking sucks. It's just RNG based. You just hope for RNG. You can't even do anything like Nation style, which will be covered at some point. Surf's Up. One thing I wanted to add, which is more of a question, why the fuck is there a speedrunning scene for this game? Considering the fact that it's basically 90+% auto scroller, 90% auto scroller slash loading screen. Like the PSP version would make sense because that's more racing than the trick system based on something. The speedrunning Surf's Up is close to like trying to speedrun a skate game or not Tony Hawk game, but you keep, but there's always a requirement to keep the timer all the way to the bottom, not just go to the menu. Like what? Virtual Tennis 3. Just trying to hold for the Sega joke. Not sure if how many people got the joke of Sega. I mean, it was right in the middle of a video that didn't feel energetic and didn't truly comprehend how much I enjoyed this game, but it's more of a multiplayer game than a game I played more for the multiplayer in the past, as you heard from the video, and now it's a single player game. What the fuck is the fire? How the fuck do you? Where do you fuck you want that I go? There's a five. What the fuck? I play like 5%. The save file says 5%. I don't care about the rest of us. Just like all the obvious, like, oh, this could be a place to go path, and just whoop zombie, even because you took like there's a flat walk. I don't get the intro. I just lost interest because of that. It's just like. So yeah, even though 8 games have been covered so far, well, more 7. So there's more, and I'll do a small preview actually. Or not. You know what? Let's do a preview. Okay. So now I had like 6 video games in mind during the past couple of months, and also Mod Nation, but I don't want to cover Mod Nation now. To show for games that I will, the next game, and just, I guess, leave in the comments which one of these 5, 6 you want next. Guitar Hero, really wanted to cover it, but the Guitar Hero controller, that is literally right behind the camera right now, stopped working. Had too much issues with the strum bar and some of the buttons. It would just stop registering inputs, which, if you know how Guitar Hero works and how at high level, nothing. I could, if you want that I talk more, just go for this one. Other than that, I made it to hard desert. Other games I had in mind, Kung Fu Panda. They watched the movie, rewatched the movie recently, and also want to talk about the save system. Avatar, the video game. There's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about it, including the camera after retrying it earlier this week, and some aspects of the multiplayer, and also a nail gun. Also added into the list for the next possible games, because Scott the Wasp, that's it. That's a joke. And last suggestion last idea I had in mind for next video game would be Ni no Kuni Wrath with the White Witch. That's what I just wanted to, and also I wanted the storm to die over of the past couple of months when they were doing that mobile game thing for like the prequel. I mean, the sequel starts with a nuclear bomb. So yeah, that was Matt Talks About PS3 Games update style video.